Hi guys, welcome, and today I'd like to talk about something I don't like very much. Yeah, I'd like to talk about something I don't like very much. I can maybe not hate, but I really don't like bikes. Bikes. The problem is that in Europe, in any city in Europe, bikes are fucking everywhere. And I know that some people make like riding a bike as a hobby, but you can do it in a park, in a forest, not on the street. And my God, for me, using bike is some kind of hobby. At the free time, you can go to a park, ride a bike, of course. But using a bike in a city is extremely stupid and extremely terrible for other people. Because if you are a pedestrian and you walk on a sidewalk, you have to look on the bikes. Because bikes are everywhere. They are fucking everywhere. They are on the streets, on the roads, on the sidewalks. They are in the parks, on the grass. Damn it. Sometimes I feel that when I will open my closet at home, I will find in my closet some person on a bike. Because bikes are everywhere. That's not a hobby for people here. In Europe, bikes are not a hobby. That's a way of transport. A way of transport. I really don't like it. Next thing about bikes. When you are a driver, when you drive a car, fuck, I can't just open a door. I need to look in a mirror for a bike, especially if there's a right side on a car. I have to look in a mirror. I have to look. Isn't here any bike riding? Any bike? No bikes? I can open. I can't just fucking open a door. Because many times I've opened a door and it was boom, and the person on the bike. Yeah, it was funny for me, but not for the person. Yeah. So I don't really get it. And younger people, older people, everyone rides a bike. Yes, another person. So you more look for a person on a bike than on a road, on a cars, on everything. You always look for bikers. Damn it. When I was a very young child, very young child, 3-4 year old, it was very simple. If you live in a city, especially in downtown, you have subway, you have bus, and you have car. Your car, someone else's car, taxi, cabs or Uber. Very simple. You have a subway, bus, and cars. Your cars, someone else's cars, but cars. Very fucking simple. Very fucking simple it was. If you live in the suburbs, you have some types of bus, maybe not very good everywhere, but you have some types of bus, and you have a car. Because of course there are also trains, but trains are not available everywhere. So mainly bus and cars. Very simple. And bike was some vehicle. I would say vehicle. And a bike was a vehicle for a person under 16. If you are under 16, you don't have a driver license. So for that young people under 16, for that people was bikes. So you can ride a bike. When you are 16, you make your DL, you make your driver license. When you are 16 and we are 16, you can drive a car. You don't need bike anymore. Bike will go to another person from family who is younger than you. or they will buy a new bike. That's very, very fucking simple. Very fucking simple. But when I see a person over 40, 50 on a bike in the center of the city, in a tea garden, in a meter, in a downtown, damn it! I don't believe it. What's fun in riding a bike? For me, nothing. Okay, I have a place for a car. And I understand that cars are in Europe more expensive than in other countries. That the many cities in Europe are has two narrow streets. Because in Berlin there's a very wide streets, but for example in London it's very, very hard to drive a car because you need to pay each time you want to go to a downtown. You need to pay £8 or £9 for being allowed to go to the city center, to this fucking congestion charge. I understand that cars are more expensive here. I understand that they are more expensive everything, but what's fun in a bikes? Because if you live in the suburbs, don't tell me if you live in the suburbs and you need to go to your job 30 miles one way, 30 miles back, so that's 60 miles a day at least, because you need to go to a store, to somewhere else, and you don't have a trunk in a bike. What's so funny? Isn't it better to take that fucking bus? I don't know. What's so super in bikes? Maybe you will tell me, because I don't understand really. When I see a lot of people on bikes, maybe that's the reason that I can't ride a bike. Maybe that's the reason. Maybe, because I can't ride a bike. I didn't ever learn how to ride a bike. I can't. I'm allowed, but I can't. Maybe that's the reason. I don't feel it. But if I don't, let's speak. I'm in some city, far away. I don't have a car. What I will use? First, I will look for a subway. If there's no subway near, I will use bus. If there's no any bus stops, any buses near, I will go on foot. Or if I will be extremely tired, I will use Uber. That's very fucking simple, I think. So tell me, please, what does so good things about riding a bike in a city center? Because I believe that in a park, far away from cars, from pollution, that's nice to ride a bike. But in a downtown, just tell me. Maybe that will be easier not to use a bike, but to use a hoverboard. Maybe I think hoverboard would be more nice than a bike. You just stand on it and you run. And I think, I don't know how long you can go, how far you can go by a hoverboard, but I think that maybe will be much better than a bike. Just tell me. So I'm waiting for your response, and see you soon.